your horror movie podcast.
All right. Welcome back, Hack/Slash. We are continuing our December movies as we talk about 2018's Anna and the Apocalypse. And I just wanted to say, I am a very positive person. I just apologize a little bit in advance of this episode. I'm going to do my best to focus and just try to say as good as things as I possibly can. And I want to also say, I have a lot of questions for Sean in this one, a lot of questions. And I also want to say, we're all not perfect. I understand. Like, some people make mistakes. And,
yeah, like there's a T in the word perfect.
Yeah, exactly. But I apologize in advance if I get a little worked up during this episode. But like I said, Anna and the
Excitement.
Anna and the Apocalypse. Yeah.
Right, so Justin, you took me serious when I told you we were doing this on the podcast, right? Because I did say we were doing the original Black Christmas.
Wait, hold on. Are we not doing it? Did I watch this? No, I honestly hope that's the case because I honestly said, all right, you know what? We're going to talk about something else.
We're doing this.
Hack/Slash. After I watched this movie, I literally thought, you know what? Maybe Sean was messing with me, and we're going to get to the pod, and he's going to say, haha, I'm a team player. Like, I'll get it. I have a good sense of humor. If I watch this for no good reason, like, I get it. I would think it's funny. And I think that would make a lot more sense than Sean actually saying he liked this movie and actually watching it because he thinks it's good.
Which I do like this movie. And I'm going to be right up front and honest. This wasn't for the podcast. I wouldn't have recommended it to either one of you. But I do think this is going to make for a very fun podcast.
So did you do this just for entertainment purposes?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
December Fools.
I was going to say, I feel like I've been manipulated.
This legitimate film, when it comes to the horror community, goes two very drastically different ways. You have the diehard horror community like yourself, Justin, that loves the 80s cheese that this movie is not for. And the creature feature lovers like Waterboy that this movie is not for. And then you have the very theatrical side of horror, the kids that took theater, the kids that don't mind show choir and stuff and are very into horror as well. And this movie is made for them. And then you have a very small community like me that just kind of enjoys it because it's fun.
Yeah.
Zombie, that musical movie.
Honestly, I think you should apologize to Waterboy too. What's he supposed to talk about? How is he going to start this off? Waterboy, you know what? Let's just get
do you want me to just get right into it?
Let's get into this.
Let's get right into it. Let's get right into the Apocalypse. All right.
Yeah.
Waterboy, give me what you got. I got my bulletproof vest on. Let's go.
So we're going to open up with some nice, cheerful Christmas music into a title card. We meet Anna driving with John and Anna's dad driving with the news broadcast going off, hitting the radio about a lethal virus. Good thing they turned it off just before the part where it says that it can reanimate people. Anna lets her dad know that she's traveling instead of going to uni.
It's a uni.
Uni.
To the university.
Transition to school, and her dad's not cool with her not going to school. And she opens her locker, and what makes you feel better than singing a song? Steph joins in too. As they're singing about wanting to get away and not paying attention to the chaos going on in the street with zombies out there devouring all the meat, join in John with wanting to get away as well. We break away to a play with Savage, the next principal, or being a dick to Anna. Zombie sound in the hall. Nope, just a kid with asthma. Switching up to lunchtime with the friends table. Savage is being a savage, yelling at a kid for not breakdancing. And he's got a prosthetic leg, so I mean, it's kind of hard. Sarah asking Chris to help make a video to try to show people. Show people Savage is a problem for the school. Time for some more singing. There's no such thing as Hollywood ending. As a Hollywood ending, guys. Just want to let you know.
I just stop you right now, dude. This song fucking slaps.
No,
I know, Justin. There's no guitar riffs or breakdowns.
I'm sorry. All right,
dude. There's no such thing, Justin, as a Hollywood ending.
I'll really quick. I'm gonna just tell you what away. 8 minutes in, I wrote Oh my God. This is the worst movie I've watched so far. Wow. Trying so hard to be minded, but fucking yikes. Then we'll just we're at about the 13-minute mark. I update it 7 minutes later. 13 minutes in. Hands down the worst movie I've ever seen in my whole entire life ever.
Oh my God.
I have a 20-minute update, but I'm not 100% sure we're there. So continue.
Does
talking
it just
about
get
this.
louder?
Hell.
Continue, Waterboy.
There's no such thing as a Hollywood ending, Justin. Cue the choreography. Even Savage joins in singing in the corner. Crazy. The song just ends at the exact time the bell rings. Thank God. Outside, Steph is trying to get into her car. 17 minutes in, and we get our bumping with the zombie. Moving on to the bowling alley where Anna works, and then back to school for the play with an epic song involving penguins. Zombies slowly
that song
move.
was funny.
No.
Yes.
Zombies.
All right, hold on, really quick. Hold on, really. I'm so sorry. 20-minute mark. Make this stop for the love of God, please. Is Sean messing with me? Like, is this a joke? Please tell me this is a joke. I have a good sense of humor, Sean. Text me and please save me and make me turn this off.
Am I?
How did you not like this penguin song? The
Am I a
line
joke
is
to you?
literally, my favorite dish is fish, mother flipper, and I eat it for the hell of it. A nice bit of halibut.
Yeah.
Come on, Justin.
I actually do love penguins.
Oh, penguin. Oh, I see what's going on over here. Justin's hating on the movie. All right.
I don't think he knows what you're doing.
No, I don't think so.
It's for Billy Madison.
I do love Adam Sandler. I'm just still trying to calm down.
No, dude,
No,
keep it going.
We got the zombies slowly moving in. Now it's Lisa's turn for the show. Then the Chippendales come out to dance to her singing and Santa overalls. Savage hears some banging and opens to check. Nothing there. Back to the bowling alley, closing time, and John throws a shoe at his boss. John and Anna take some time for some snow angels. Fast forward to the morning, Anna's late as we get a nice song, completely oblivious to the mayhem happening around her. And John as well with some good dance moves in the cemetery. Frosty the Note Man versus Anna and John. The head goes busting. Your turn, Justin.
All right, so before you unload, Justin, can I give my thoughts on this set of scenes?
I honestly, I would like to hear him. I think.
All right,
I
there's a lot of comedy and character building to like start off. We see Anna has a very uncomfortable like confrontation with Nick, and she calls him a child, and he responds with a sexy child. Tell me that's not you, Justin, because he immediately regrets those words the second they leave his mouth.
that I am bad with words sometimes.
He just makes it so incredibly awkward.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I have a lot of
And then-
awkward mornings at work.
And then when they're sitting in the cafeteria and Lisa and Anna are going back and forth, and Lisa goes, that Mr. Savage, he made a kid cry because he can't break dance. And Anna goes, well, he's got a prosthetic. And she goes, yeah, and he's only got one leg. That's the same fucking thing. You can't laugh at that? Then come on.
The humor, it didn't land. There was nothing funny. It was.
There was nothing funny.
This first, no.
Dude,
I
when
mean,
Lisa's singing
Listen,
and
it's
she's
hard to stick a
doing,
landing. It's hard to stick a landing when you got one leg. All right.
dude, when Lisa's singing her parody of Santa Baby, you can't tell me that every song just didn't resonate with you. I'm gonna read you some of the lyrics if you're cool with it. There's a lack of presence in my stocking, and my chimney needs a good unblocking. I've warmed your milk and made your favorite snack. So come on over and unload your sack.
Like, all right. I mean, that's funny, but just the whole thing. I guess maybe I spaced out when they sing. I like a lot of the scenes you just talked about. I barely remember. I felt like I was watching High School Musical. It was the worst 30 minutes in the history of cinematic history. I would rate the first 27 minutes a 1 out of 10.
God.
1 out of 10. It was, dude, I honestly.
I know you guys spaced out because you missed what that fucking bowling alley was called. It had the best bowling alley name of all time.
I don't remember.
It's called Thunderballs.
That's cool. See, I do like that. It was all right. So I'm not gonna lie. All right, so I turned this movie off 15 minutes in because I forgot why I was watching it. I forgot what I was doing. I turned this movie off. I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Like, shouldn't I be doing something productive? Then I was like, oh shit, the podcast. I have a horror podcast, and for some reason my co-host picked this movie, so I
You're
turned it back
welcome.
on. Ah! All right.
So
Anyone else
Justin
wants-
loves this.
And then the snowman fucking kill was awesome. The seesaw
Yes.
ripping his head off and his
It
head's still
took-
alive.
It took 28 minutes. So something cool happened. We had High School fucking Musical for 28 minutes and 13 seconds before I saw something get killed or something. Like, oh my dear God. What a
Stay here
like
as long as you can.
I
For the love of God.
have
Damn shit.
every single song was in the first 28 minutes was forgettable. And I
Come on, Justin.
I award you 0 points.
and
May God have mercy on your soul.
I get when there's like some of the jokes just made me cringe, and I get like all the jokes when we just reviewed Krampus. Funny shit, they were incredible. Like everything like landed, every single thing in here. Oh my dear God!
You don't like the dad jokes?
No, they didn't land. They felt like forced, like one of those comedies that just have like the clap box, like something. Like it felt so. Oh,
All right,
God.
Justin. I can't wait for you to do these next set of scenes.
Oh, that's
All
gonna
right.
be crazy.
Maybe not my best note taking. We'll find out. But
But hold up,
Oh,
real quick.
yeah.
We completely skipped over the fact that that entire musical number that you guys are so infuriated with until it gets to the snowman scene is a complete play on Shaun of the Dead. They're both 100% oblivious to everything going on around
Yeah.
them. We
Yeah.
even see crosswalk attendants screaming at her, trying to warn her of everything going on behind them. And we get a zombie eating just a baby pie out of a stroller on the ground. Like, it is gruesome. And you guys are just so overwhelmed with the fact that she's singing a musical tune through the whole thing.
Those dance moves, man.
They're incredible, dude. The choreography, amazing. You ever see someone do a backflip in a zombie movie? How about a
No.
lunch lady whip her hair back and forth?
She whips her hair back and forth.
All right, Justin.
So
Take it away.
we get the dead snowman, and there's of course no signal all of a sudden, and John's like, dude, this guy is a zombie right here. And it's pretty actually funny. His head was like still growling on the ground, like looking like trying to go after them. So they decide, yeah, growly growl. So they gotta go across town. They see a giant Christmas tree on fire, and they see the residents are all at the back of the school. Everyone's panicking. It's going crazy. They go to the bowling alley where we see Chris and Stephanie. Her name's Stephanie, right?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Chris and Stephanie are there. They're listening to the radio, and basically it's explaining how bad everything is. And they're looking at social media, and it's pretty funny. They're like, oh shit, Justin Bieber's a zombie. And I loved they were like on Instagram, and it was like hashtag a vax selfie, and like I had everyone just making fun of social media. It had everyone doing their like evacuation
Taking them in like the
selfies.
quarantine with the fences.
Yeah,
and shit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty cool. Like I thought that was actually pretty awesome. They find out
Did you
that
one shout out?
no.
No, when they're sitting in the ball pit and he's like, Justin Bieber's a zombie. And they're like, they talk about Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr. And then one of them goes, do you think Taylor Swift is a zombie? And the other one goes, don't you ever talk about Tay-Tay like that.
Yeah, he's like so offended. He's like, yeah, don't how dare you say Tay Tay?
She's perfectly fine. She's got millions of dollars.
Yeah, she's great. Like that was so funny. And
Robert Downey Jr.
they hear on the radio, all right, they're supposed to go to the school. So they're in the bathroom now at the bowling alley, and all of a sudden they hear something moving around. They open the stall. It is Mrs. Hensman, the cleaning lady, and she is a zombie. And Steph goes complete badass mode on him and slams this woman's head in the toilet over and over again.
That's what happens when you
until-
don't put the seat down.
Yeah, awesome kill right there. And before they even realize what happens, the wall friggin' bursts like the Kool-Aid man runs in, and all of a sudden all these zombies are flying in there. And I don't know, were they singing at this point or not? I'm not sure. But
No.
Oh
They,
yeah.
they don't
cool.
start singing until they get out into the bowling alley.
oh yeah, good idea. Good point there. So all of a sudden we got zombies running everywhere, and we have a badass fight scene. It's cutting between all of them battling. We see John, he's got two bowling balls, and he smashes the balls together. You know, no, he smashes the
He
balls on
smashes
the
the
head.
balls.
Oh, he smashes the balls on their head. That sounds. Hold on. He
Wait,
smashes the
smash
two
the
bowling
balls
balls
on the head.
into the guy's head, and the guy's head explodes. And
Yeah, Dad.
yeah, that was too much. And then we see Steph is just gonna go in complete badass now. She takes like a spatula and stabs a spatula through another zombie's head.
I mean, it's only right that zombie did grab her chest.
Right? Exactly. And then my favorite thing is when she grabs the ball and she bowls it down. It trips up the zombie. The zombie falls. He gets his head decapitated by the pin setup machine, and then his head comes back up. The ball return.
That
Thought
was
that
pretty
was
awesome.
thought that was actually kind of really funny. And then John ends up putting a mop through one of their heads. Chris grabs a bowling pin, slaps on another one. So we got all kinds of really cool bowling kills in this right here. And then we get a duel scene between the school and the bowling alley. We hear shots outside. It's like a war zone going outside. And
This
we
is
see
when they
this.
break into song.
Yeah, that's my notes kind of, you'll see. So for the next 3.5 minutes, they sing about something. I kind of space out. I imagine it's about them being sad and not wanting to die. I guess that's probably what it is. Then all of a sudden when the song ends, thank God, and they look outside and they see the army. All the army is freaking zombies outside. So they're like, shit, how the hell are we gonna get past these damn zombies? I don't know what to do. One of them was like, I have a great idea. I did not see this coming. They were, oh my god, yeah, you got it. I was gonna say they have like this inflatable pool. If anyone's watching on YouTube, yeah, you can actually see it behind Sean. And they just put it on their heads, flip it over, and they walk outside. And as they're walking with this, they see a bunch of zombies. They're old zombies, they say. They get all nervous, so they all crouch down. And one of the older women zombies sits on top of them and actually pees on their head. And I thought that was kind of hilarious because Steph was kind of freaking out about that.
Freaking out, and she's like, "But it's rubber, you're fine." And she
Yeah.
snaps and just goes, "It's warm,
It's
rubber."
It's warm rubber. And they look out and one of the zombies spots them. All of a sudden the zombies come and all of a sudden we see blood start splattering everywhere. And they look out and Nick is there and he is rescuing them. And he is smashing them with baseball bats. We see he's out, they're like, oh, looting with 3 friends. He's out there and there's 4 of them. They have weapons, all sorts of stuff. And then once again, cue the singing. But for the first time in this whole entire movie, we actually have the first freaking song that's actually worth it. And this is actually
when it comes to zombies, I'm the top of the class. Well, y'all been hiding, I've been kicking some ass. Let's go,
Sean. But anyway, so so as it happens, we see a bunch of girls walk around the corner, and these guys go and just slaughter them. I mean, one of these guys has Wolverine claws. They use a baseball bat. One of the guys has
like watermelons.
I was just gonna say one of the dudes got watermelons.
How does
but I write this is definitely the best song of the only worthwhile song of the whole entire movie so far. And
I actually agree. I did like a Hollywood ending, but this song fucking is.
I feel like the rest were just so unmemorable. This is the first one, and we flash back to the school and we see that lead teacher guy just come. Was he the principal or just a
vice principal?
Vice principal.
Yeah,
absolutely
Mr.
freaking
Savage.
out. He's screaming. Oh, I didn't even know his name, Mr. Savage. Okay, he's telling all the parents, "You have to stay. I have a 12-point plan." All the parents are like, "No, it's time to get out of here." And we gotta go. He's freaking out. And we see flashback to John and Anna. They're talking about future plans. And now the 8 of them are together because they're with Nick and his friends. And they're going through something called Rudolph's Xmas Tree Emporium. So they got to go through here. They walk through here. It is a place full of Christmas trees. Visuals are kind of cool. This actually looks pretty cool. It's pretty dark, scary. And Anna's got this really badass, like giant candy can, like yard ornament thing with the spike on it. Thought that was really cool. Of course, they end up getting attacked. This is pretty badass. There's stuff running around everywhere. Unfortunately, all of Nick's friends gets killed. They're all zombies now. Am I supposed to kick this over to Sean yet? I don't know what I'm ending, but
well, yeah, right around there because they break out of the tree emporium, then it goes. To
okay. So yeah, so basically, unfortunately, now they're zombies, and now there's only 5 of them. As we see them walk out of the other side, and now we kick it over to Sean.
Bro, just to start off, dude, I know you guys like are not fans of this movie at all because it is a musical, but if there's anything worth watching in this whole movie, tell me it's not that bowling scene.
That was
The bowling scene was cool.
It's
Overall,
so yeah, dude, I thought it was just so funny. If you noticed the entire time they're like laying waste to all the zombies in there from the bachelor party from the night before. If you noticed, what's his name? Chris. He's running down the bowling lanes, and because you can't run on those, you see him shimmying the whole time. Just
the bowling alley scene was good.
and
definitely
then
agree.
when they go outside and he immediately accuses the bully of just looting. But if you look at what's in the car, dude, he's not really looting. He's got like toilet paper and shit. He doesn't have like TVs and Xboxes.
The essentials, bro. You need TP.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
They cure.
Like, I know you don't like the dad jokes, dude, but like when he drops like the olive is the other reindeer.
You know that was good. You know that was good. Don't do that. Don't do that, Justin.
You giggled.
Waterboy,
what
stop
about the other one?
Waterboy, there's no way you laughed at that. Waterboy, stop right now.
You're the other reindeer.
All of the other reindeer. That's one, right?
What? Please, you guys didn't really laugh at that. You
yes,
did not laugh
yes,
at that.
yes,
No, you
yes.
didn't.
Yeah.
Waterboy, Waterboy, look at me in the fucking eyes. Did you laugh at that?
I live for this movie. I live for this movie.
So Justin, I didn't laugh at that, but I did giggle at another dad joke when they're in the bowling alley and he's saying it's zombies and Anna's saying, no, it's not. They don't exist. And he goes, don't mind Anna. She's in Egypt because she's so far in denial.
Yeah, that was decent. And dude, comedies are my favorite thing. Like, you guys know, all I do is watch like horror and dumb comedies. Like, comedies are my favorite thing in the whole world. This movie, I'm telling you, the lines felt so forced. And did you guys care about the characters? They were the most hollow characters. I didn't care about any of them. It was a terrible. All right,
I think you were blinded by the music because there are small things that they do in this movie that makes you attached.
Oh my god!
Like that kid Chris, when they're going through the Emporium, you think he just wants his phone, right? Because he dropped it and he goes back and he risks his life to get the phone. But it's not because it's just his cell phone. He goes back for it because it's got pictures of his grandmother and his girlfriend, and that's all he cares about on that phone.
So memories.
Hey, all right, hold on really quick. That's all I have to say with this. Waterboy, stop. Are you patronizing me? What kind of character are you playing this episode?
What are you talking?
Stop it. Do you even like this or not? Show your like true hands.
Come on,
what are you doing?
These are my hands.
Are you drinking during this episode? Are you drunk?
No, I'm eating Domino's.
I think maybe my points are starting to change his mind.
There's no way he's being serious right now.
I think he's
not.
Justin, what happens to John in the next set of scenes is horrible.
Dude, the character, I don't think the good character, I felt nothing for even the characters. I wanted to like Anna. I thought she's a fine actress, but I don't even like.
Listen.
All right, someone else talk.
Can you believe what happened to John?
Waterboy, will you stop?
It hasn't happened yet.
I know.
Yes,
I'm about to find out.
But stop using How do I mute myself? Hold on.
All right, Sean. I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to you.
Wait, you can't hear me?
Yeah. All right, I'm just going to take over. All right, you ready? Justin's so pissed.
Wait, we got two mics to talk to.
All right.
Get up close to his.
So after the group makes it through the Christmas tree Emporium with 3 less people as Nick's posse didn't make it, Steph and Chris show their distress as they're arguing over who's alive, who's dead, what they think, and what's important. As the group heads out, John Boy finally remembers all of the reindeers' names, putting an end to this constant debate on what all their names are through the whole movie. Mid-celebration with Anna, a zombie decides to pop up and bites his hand. I don't know if you guys know this, but John Boy gets infected by Scott Strapp because his arms are wide open.
Not John!
Not John Boy!
God damn it!
But this is where, like, I talk about the character building. Because with John being bitten and then being surrounded by zombies, Justin, John Boy fully, like, just takes in the fact that he's done for.
He accepts it.
He bear hugs Anna and plows her through this entire group of zombies, then leaving himself behind to get eaten and torn to shreds while she goes the other way. And now we get the group. They show back up to the school and they're greeted by a disheveled Mr. Savage. He lets the group in to see their parents, but instead he traps them in a cafeteria and he whistles for the zombies to attack the kids before they break into a very creepy song. Before he breaks into a very creepy song that fits his outlandish personality. And my favorite part about this song is towards the end where you get his like creepy, like nerdy voice, and he's like, "Hey kids, the school's not boring anymore, and I've been calling you all zombies for years now. Fuck off!" Come on, Justin, smile. Smile, baby girl. Smile.
No, I'm pissed off at Waterboy. He's even making patronizing faces. Like you just, at least you're being real about this. This guy over here.
I enjoyed
Seriously.
it, and I'm fully expecting you guys to hate this. But all right, so we get Anna using her giant candy cane with the pointy end to break the group free. Anna and Nick decide to go look for her dad as Steph, Chris make a break for Steph's car, but they have to get her keys first. So they have to go to the assistant principal, Mr. Savage. They have to get into his office and get the keys back because he confiscated them at the beginning of the movie. On their journey, Chris starts to hear Lisa's song. So he opens a door and he sees Lisa, but she's there with Bay, his grandmother. And Bay hadn't made it. She had a heart attack. Her heart couldn't handle this, everything going on. So now we go back and we see Anna and Nick. So they get some shit off their chest as they discuss John dying, Nick having to kill his father once he got bit, and now a horde pops up surrounding them. Nick decides to shove Anna to the side and tells her to go find her dad while he distracts the horde. Then we jump back and we see Chris, Steph, and Lisa all making their way to Savage's office to get her keys. Steph is in Savage's office and she's taking everything from pepper spray to booze and even a vibrator. All right, so maybe not the vibrator. She drops that and says, "Fuck this place." When she drops the vibrator, the vibrator is buzzing on the table and it attracts the zombies. So Lisa and Chris decide to try to use tinsel to get the zombies' attention, and it's a horrible idea. And they turn on the TV and they use that as a distraction. But unfortunately, the battery warning sign pops up and it cuts out, causing Chris and Lisa both to get bitten by the horde. Steph leaves heartbroken as Chris and Lisa stay behind. Anna now makes her way into the auditorium where Savage has her father tied up. He shines a big-ass spotlight on Anna, who breaks into a spotlight song as she preps for battle time. Guys, Anna's come to do two things. She's come to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And Justin, she's all out of bubble gum. Anna runs up on stage after she
all out of gum.
just parts the zombie's sea like she's Moses, and then she kicks a soccer ball into another zombie's ball sack, and he humps over. So she uses him to like launch her up onto the stage. She gets up there, and she now has a fight with Mr. Savage. And after they have their whole fight, she wins. She hugs her dad as she frees him, and then Savage pops up again and says, "Group hug?" He wants in on it, and they're not having any of it. He smashes like a bottle of wine because he's pissed off. And Tony and his dad and Mr. Savage go at it. And Tony shows him mercy, but Savage, being the Weasley little bitch he is, tries to jump Tony one last time. The North Star from earlier that almost took Mr. Savage out now actually takes him out, and it launches him into the horde. He like gives off this creepy ass laugh as he crowd surfs with zombies. I don't know. But Anna tells her dad that they have a car waiting and a way to get out, but he says he can't go because he's been bitten. They share a touching moment as Nick shows up to help Anna. They make it outside and they feel like all hope is lost because they're surrounded by zombies. They start singing again, "Justin, You're Welcome," into a montage of seeing everyone they've lost become a zombie, even showing a zombified John twitching so hard that his Christmas sweater lights up again. And Lisa, just in the nick of time, shows up with her car, slams on her brakes, rolls down the window and says, "Boom! Just saved your life." Lisa, Nick, and Anna drive away now. End credits. Just kidding. There's a jump scare with Santa, and then we get end credits.
There was a jump scare. Did that one get you, Justin?
It was one of the best parts of the movie.
The end credits or the jump
Yes.
scare?
Both. Honestly, it was my favorite part.
Oh.
It was a slow burn for that 93 minutes until that happened.
Slow burner.
But I was like, oh, there it is. Let's go.
Whoa.
Like, that's
Oh
why
my
John
God.
made me watch this.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
All right, who wants to give me their closing thoughts?
Waterboy can talk.
So I
Pausing for dramatic effect. I get it.
there was some parts.
Don't hold
There
back.
There was definitely some parts that they were funny. I see what the movie was trying to do. The different take on, horror that had been done like quite like this. I hate musicals more than anything in the world. So I'm definitely probably going to give this about a 3.5 out of 10.
All right.
Wow, that's high.
That was a fucking extremely slow burn for a recap.
I'm not quite like. Are you okay?
I had to reciprocate the slow burn of the movie and my thoughts. Yeah, it's. I'm gonna be honest. I pulled a Justin. I was gonna watch the movie yesterday, and about 12 minutes in, I stopped taking my notes and started playing on my phone. and then after getting home from work, I was watching it, and I was looking up things on Amazon at the same time. But
oh, thanks. I appreciate the respect.
I was gonna say, man,
Fucking prick.
dude. I had to block you this episode. I had to put paper over you because like the face. I'm like, I couldn't understand. I was trying to still be like, no, I was trying so hard to be positive. Like that's why, like.
No, I get, and Sean, that's the great part about this. Like, we are free to hate and like what we want in movies, and we're not going to agree on everything. And
which is perfect because
and-
we're a horror podcast. So anything in the genre, I think we should be able to review and give open-minded statements about it.
100%.
I mean, we both trashed you for The Void. You guys are both gonna trash me for Enter in the Apocalypse, and eventually, Justin, y'all gonna pick a movie we fucking hate.
You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me.
Oh,
Unless
yeah,
it's
we
one
are.
I haven't seen. Like the next one I picked, I actually haven't seen it, so I can't even say if it's good or not. I don't know. But
It's horrible.
shit, I hope not. All right. Let me talk here for a second. So this was the worst first 27 minutes of any movie in cinematic history. Absolute atrocious. Besides, if you're like a high school kid and stuff, and you're like a young kid that likes High School Musical, you might like this. Even for a musical, I don't like them, but I can imagine. I can't even see how musical people can like this because the music was terrible. At least have some originality in the songs. There might have been 2 songs in this whole entire movie that were good. Every other slow song sounded the same, and I spaced out and looked at the ceiling. Now, admittedly, I get it. I do not like musicals, but I don't think like these songs are terrible. Everything was so freaking boring. Boring. I thought the characters were just like hollow. I didn't feel for any of them. And I do get I get it. Like it's an original concept, like you do the musical and stuff, but also sometimes just because you can do it, not 100% sure you should do it. So like I do appreciate like the originality. Like, okay, that sounds cool. I actually really did. I actually didn't think I was gonna like this because it was a musical, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go on with an open mind. And I've done that before. There's been a few movies that I would have never watched, but I watched and I was like, all right, you know what? I kind of like that and stuff. This went way worse than I expected. I was like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I seriously was like, I had the lights off. I was like, I gave this an effort, and I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. I was having heart palpitations. I was so uncomfortable. I hated it. I disliked singing so much. I was angry. I started sweating after the first 27 minutes. I disliked this so much. It was so bad. This is a silly musical comedy with a few zombies in the background that maybe like High School Musical people and Sean can appreciate. My rating, I gave it a 3 out of 10. The first 30 minutes I was giving it a 1. I liked a few scenes in the beginning, in the the middle part. So I give this a solid 3 out of 10. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
Wow. Well, I appreciate the honesty, fellas. My closing notes literally verbatim go, I know these 2 knucklehead co-hosts of mine probably hate me for making them watch this movie. Musical aside, there are some pretty sweet kills. The seesaw, everything in the bowling alley, the kid using the watermelons and making his orgasm face, and a rage killing with the candy cane after John gets got. The actors, I think, did okay. Could have been a lot better. I think we disassociate with the actors because they have the accent and we have to struggle kind of understanding. So I do get that. The day after the breakout, when Anna and John performed their version of Shaun of the Dead, I thought was great. This movie isn't an over-the-top, mind-blowing experience, but for a zombie apocalypse during a Christmas musical, it's I think it's pretty fucking cool. I gave this movie a whopping 6.7 out of 10. I would and will always recommend this movie to anyone wanting to watch something they haven't seen that's horror Christmas related. That's it. I know you guys don't, but like
No,
we all have different opinions.
Justin was literally sweating talking about it at work today.
Yeah.
But no, like, dude, carriers were coming in. People were looking at me like, what is he? Like, I was ranting. Like, I saw a few people come in and just already start laughing, not even understanding the context of what I was doing. I do have one fun fact though. All right, this was pretty tough to find, but my fun fact is there are a million different things you can do with your 90 minutes that are more fun than this movie. That's all I got.
That's it?
That's it.
I got a Waterboy. You got any fun facts? Or did you just, fucking watch Pornhub?
I don't hold on. Honestly, Waterboy's performance during this episode, I'm gonna call it out. Did you actually watch the movie besides the part you took notes on? Did you?
I don't think
No,
I
I
watched
did.
it.
I don't think you watched it.
I did.
Because your input, at least I was violently angry. Like, I don't think you said anything. I think you did the thing like lights, yeah, like bad, not good.
Like you in Event Horizon.
Solid point. We all have our episode. I get it. I attributed nothing to Event Horizon, and I get it. People love that movie. I guess this was just your Event Horizon.
It's Sam Neill, bro.
Gotcha.
But all right,
He's
so I do
great.
have a couple of fun facts. One of the posts seen in the Evil Dead, the hashtag evac selfie was a bit from Ash Campbell, a mashup of Ash Williams and Bruce Campbell from the Evil Dead franchise. The cleaner at the bowling alley is called Miss Hintzman, and that's a definite nod to Bill Hintzman, who played the graveyard zombie that kills the character Johnny in the original Night of the Living Dead. The movie was planned to have a full musical opening scene featuring a drunk Santa stumbling through the town while the people around him sung "What a Time to Be Alive." This would also feature several minor characters before the infection really takes over. It was canceled about halfway through shooting, though, due to poor weather conditions. Director John McFeel said that Anna and the Apocalypse was influenced by films such as The West Side Story, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, The Breakfast Club, as well as Buffy the Vampire, the musical episode. It's called One More with Feeling. McFeel said that the film also includes nods to zombie films, The Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, The Evil Dead, The Happiness of Catacrus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I've never seen it, nor have I ever heard of it. And Shaun of the Dead. The crop tops and short sleeves seen in the film were inspired by the costume designs in the slasher film Sleepaway Camp.
Let's go.
And we
Shit.
don't have a Halloween tie-in.
Oh my God, I did.
One.
You didn't do it?
Crap.
Hey, let's make it real quick. Stephanie, on your right shoulder, is wearing Dr. Loomis's jacket.
There we go. Keep the streak alive.
Perfect.
I was
Boom.
so upset. I was sweating so angrily. I literally forgot to do my research.
That was actually screen used by Dr. Loomis himself.
Exactly. I think his signature's even on that. So please don't fact check this.
Yeah.
But
It's
what's
100% factual. Can we also
100%
talk about
factual.
how they drop that the kid who can't breakdance was crying because he has a prosthetic leg, and one of the weapons of choice
Oh, it was a leg.
is right next to Justin Ted. Is a prosthetic leg.
I'm gonna bump it up a little bit.
Pump it up. All right, Justin. Do you want to tell the listening audience where they can find us, how they can interact with us? Maybe they can check out the website that we have under construction.
Yeah, man. I meant to say this in the beginning of the episode again. Follow us everywhere. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on hacksab/horrorpodcast.com. Check us out on Twitter and Threads and Facebook and TikTok. Any single place there's social, we're there. We like to be social with you. Hit us up. We'll hit you back.
Like,
Let's go.
share, subscribe, drop a 5-star review. If you leave a written review, maybe we'll read it on the podcast. I guess Spotify lets you leave comments on each episode. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. There we go.
Yeah. And then
Oh, yeah.
next week, Waterboy, do you want to tell us what Justin is making us watch?
I forgot.
Kind of like his reviews, Justin.
Wow. Waterboy, you are on
You
fire.
are on fire.
Dude, this is such a good performance, man.
Thanks, dude. I've been working
Better
really hard.
watch out. You better not show. You
Oh,
better-
Nightmare Before Christmas. All right.
Okay.
Another
Next week
musical
we
now.
are, dear God, we are watching Better Watch Out. I haven't even seen it yet, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's good. But that we will be doing that next week for my pick.
And Justin, I just wanted to let you know that I had in the back of my mind, if you rated this movie anything lower than a 2, my next choice for a movie was going to be Sweeney Todd,
Oh God,
Ooh.
please no.
which is
I-
another
look.
musical.
I was gonna say, I don't know anything
what about the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Nah. I know, like, that's another thing that's got a huge cult following, and it's a
Oh,
musical.
people love it.
I don't like it. Like,
There's another-
I'm on the same page as you guys where I don't like musicals, but for some reason, I think it's maybe because of my pure obsession with everything zombie related is why I like this movie.
And that's why I thought I was gonna like this better because I love zombies, but it just didn't like everything. Just reminded me of other zombie movies that I actually liked. I'm like, oh, okay, there's not really much. Like the only thing I'll ever remember from this is like maybe a bowling alley, and that's like the only thing I'll ever remember. And just
Watch
I'll
You
see it.
guys
I'll probably
hate
start.
this so much right now, and you're gonna start singing this song out of
You will.
nowhere, and then you're gonna wind up watching it again, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna come around to the Sean side.
Dude, if there was
There you go.
catchy song, no, if there was catchy songs that got stuck in my head, you're right. Maybe I would sing them. But if every single song was like just the most boring, generic song of any girl singing ever, like it was, oh God, it was so bad.
You mean give you a song that'll get stuck in your head? It's called No Rubbas.
Just
And I don't know if you've
No.
heard it.
No,
please, all right.
no.
I don't. All right, we're over, right? All right,
Yeah,
hack
we're out.
slash
Hacksab
Just
slash we out.
just peace.
Hey.